today. Isaac, please unmute Juwon. Please unmute Juwon. Yeah, Juwon, how you doing? Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, I do okay. How you guys doing?
Yeah, everybody do all right. We're good. So yeah, let me quickly introduce him. So Micheal Oluwajuwon is a leading distributed ledger analyst and on-chain data engineer with over 6 years um, in the cryptocurrency industry. As Chief Coordinating Officer at Chain Co-op and CEO of Neural Grid Network, the first Web3 focused tech firm, Micheal is committed to advancing blockchain technology. His dedication to fostering financial inclusion through innovative blockchain solutions position him as a transformative leader in the industry. Yeah, Micheal, welcome. Juwon, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. I'm sure you have a lot of value to unpack here. Um, I'm sure a lot of people are eager to know more about real world assets and the likes. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us. So I'll be handing it over to you so you can share your slide and all of that. And if you need any assistance, please do let me know. Isaac, I see he's muted again. Please unmute him. Um, Jumo, you can share your slide so that we can get started.
Oh, because I've been trying to unmute myself. It's not going.
Yeah, yeah. To make sure that the class is a lot more organized, we had to mute everyone.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, let me share my slide.
Awesome.
Yeah, can you guys see what I use?
Oh, yes, we can.
Oh, okay. Just give me a second. Let me stop being like this, right? So yeah, it's visible, right? I don't know. Can you guys hear me? Sorry.
Yes, we can hear you. It's quite visible from here.
Hello. Can someone just let me know if you could hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you from here.
Okay, because my network is kind of unstable, so I need to be sure. Okay, awesome. So yeah, we're just going to go through smart contract tokenization and reward assets. I would skip through some of the other slides. I think David had done justice to this already, but basically my name is Joel, and worked basically as data engineer for both blockchain and non-blockchain firm, and been into the old blockchain space since 2017, 2018. So I basically worked with Obran, Politically Wired, as a data engineer, then also with Spark Global and some few other blockchain firms. Also presently working at Chain Co-op, which is a cooperative, a blockchain cooperative based in Lagos. So yeah, so that's just like a rephrase of what I've been able to do. So over time, I've particularly, been using a lot of like tokenization for virtually almost all of the space that I've worked in, or most of the firm that I've worked in. So I'll just basically, rush through introduction to basic tokenization. So for those people who are not kind of like conversant with tokenization itself, I know quite a number of people here are already conversant with cryptocurrency, as a cryptocurrency itself, but a lot of people still are having issues with tokens and reward assets. So yeah, so basically tokenization is just, I wouldn't be using, I would share the slide after, but basically tokenization is just you converting or you taking real world assets and you bringing it on chain. It's just the process of you converting physical assets. An example of those physical assets could be like maybe real estate, could be like maybe your book.
Jim, I don't know if you can hear me. Can you
Yeah,
hear me? Yeah,
I can
someone
hear you.
said, yeah, someone on the chat said you're not very audible. So I think if you can speak up a little bit, that would be good.
Okay, I might need to like change where I am then. You guys should give me 1 second.
All right, that's great. So guys, how did you guys enjoy Tuesday's lecture? You could react or you could make a comment in the in-app message or in-message app. Yeah, let me know how you guys enjoyed last week's lecture. And if there's anything you guys still need to be demystified, something that you still need clarity on, maybe I think you can drop
So
that
I
on
don't
the
know, can you
inbox.
guys hear me properly now?
Awesome.
Can you
Yeah,
guys hear me
Michael.
properly?
Yes, we can actually. We can.
Okay, okay. So yeah, it seems you were saying something, David. Should I?
Oh no, carry on, carry on. I was trying to know how everyone enjoyed the last lecture. That's the one for Tuesday.
Okay, okay. Yeah, because of I'm in a workstation, so I can't. So I've moved to a proper place where I could like talk really. So yeah, let me mute the video because of network. So as I was saying, I was talking about basically tokenization, and as I said, it's just a process of converting real world assets into from off-chain to the blockchain. That is all. So if you have been hearing about tokenization, that's just the plan here. From my slide, basically, I say tokenization is the process of converting reward assets into digital tokens on the blockchain. So it's basically fractionalizing physical assets. So you could have like your, okay, let me not jump, let me just take it. So yeah, so it enables you to fractionize ownership, liquidity, and transparent transaction. And then other examples of them would be like real estate, cooperative society, your health, data, music, book. In fact, when I was even creating this slide, I I would like show some few digital assets that I was able to like spin off at this time. But then, you could literally take anything physically and then put it on the chain and then break them into divisible tokens. Like you could like scatter them. And then that's what I'll basically be explaining here. So yeah. So what are the benefits of tokenizing digital assets? I just hope that I've been able to like really explain the aspect of tokenization. It's as simple as just converting your physical asset. Could be your laptop, could be your phone, could be your laptop, your phone, your AC, your TV, your date of birth, your health history. You could tokenize anything. And I'll show you guys real assets that have been tokenized over time. People have tokenized gold, especially for health and music, especially for health. People have, it's as beautiful as the fact that I could tokenize my entire health data on the blockchain in a way that if I want to get married to somebody, the person don't have to start telling me that, oh, let us go and check your genotype. I'll just have to give you token. And then when you open that token, you see everything about my genotype. You will see all of my health history from my father to my mother to, and then if we can continue tokenizing health data like this, it will now make it easy for people to be able to look through historical health data. So that we see, okay, if this family has tendency of high blood pressure, because maybe this is what killed the first generation, second generation, like that. And then it's as because people are using a lot, there have been quite a number of tokenization of health data on ground where people also sell their health data. So I can sell my health data to a particular research institute that needs to use it for any other thing and I get paid for it. And then I can also sell you my health tokens in a way where I give you access to particular information that I want you to see. So yeah, so that's just the beauty of tokenization, that it has really moved from, what it was like 3 to 5 years ago. It was more of like, oh, is this possible, to now it being totally possible. And I'll show you guys like Neurad, I'll show you guys like Gold Catch. I'm just going to show you guys that I've really done quite a number of stuff in the health industry, precious metal industry, and I've really, really, really pushed out a lot of stuff. So yeah, so what are the benefits of tokenization? I'll be as fast as possible and hope that I'll be able to finish this in the next 30 to 40 minutes. We're looking at liquidity because most of our physical assets they are not as liquid as you expect them to be in terms of like gold, in terms of like house. When you want to sell these things, it's not as easy as if I should go to Binance and then I just want to sell my Bitcoin or I want to sell my Ethereum. It's just easy. You just click sell, then someone buys it. But for my house, I need to put it up on sale. So they are very illiquid. So that is one of the benefits, and from here, so I value liquid assets like fine art are subject to higher transaction costs and other assets. With tokenization, assets can be represented as millions of tokens, creating fractional ownership and expanding the buyer pool. And as I explained earlier about fractional ownership, is that we can be able to now break down. So I can have a house in Lekki that I bought for 1 million naira, and I decide to tokenize the house. So when I tokenize the house, I can divide the house into 500,000 tokens or 200 tokens. That the entire house I bought for 1 million is now total of 200 tokens. Now, for anybody that buys 1 or 2 token of my house, has a percentage of that, has a percentage or has a fraction of my house, which means that when I'm collecting yearly, it depends on how I decide to tokenize my house. I can say, okay, I'm tokenizing this house and I'm selling a fraction of the house. I can sell 50% of the house outside. So I tokenize it for 200. I sell 100 of the house, which means that, for example, if I bought the house for 1 million naira, I could sell, 50% of the 200 token I created, which means that 500,000 naira is out there for sale for anybody that buys any fraction of the house. Whenever I'm collecting yearly rent, I can literally, I can literally distribute that yearly rent for everybody that's holding my tokens. So that's the essence of fractionalization. I don't know if I'm still audible. You guys can just thumb up and then I can move on. So when it comes to like, I don't know, am I still audible?
Yeah, yeah, you're very audible.
Okay.
Just to
Okay.
confirm, I'm the only one hearing him. I'm not the only one hearing him. Guys, can you just react or just make a comment? And awesome, awesome. Yeah, if you're hearing him, just react so I would know that you're hearing from your end. Awesome,
Okay,
awesome.
awesome. So I'll rush through this. So the same thing, accessibility. Accessibility again is that some particular assets are restricted by geolocation. So it might be difficult for me to buy a house if I'm in Nigeria and I should buy a house in the US for some reasons. It might be difficult for me to buy a house in China because of maybe because I'm a foreigner. But if someone in China that owns the house, owns the C of O, we can decide to tokenize the house. And then me in Nigeria can buy a fraction of the token. I do not own the house. I just bought a fraction of the token. So for accessibility, now there is no longer a boundary because I don't know about their legal laws in Nigeria, but I know in countries like most of the Asian countries, if you're a foreigner, you can't own properties. So a Chinese person can now own that property and decide to tokenize it, list this token on Binance blockchain, and I can go as a Nigerian and then just buy that token. And now I'll be earning rent how from house that I do not physically own. So yeah, so transparency also, in terms of transparency, most of the token, if you have a house, for example, and you decide to tokenize the house, you need to work with data protocol. So presently Chainlink are like the ones that you guys can Google about Chainlink. So they allow you to recreate like RPC nodes. I don't want to bore you guys with technical stuff, but yeah, they allow you to create transparency when it comes to tokenization. Convergence again is another blockchain firm that's handling, transparency in terms of like data. So because of it's not Bitcoin. One Bitcoin is one Bitcoin in 20 years. Or if I should buy a house in Lekki or I buy a house in Ikeja, there's a tendency that in 20 years, maybe a riot burst out in Ikeja, the house got burnt, the value of the house will drop down. So we need instant verification of how far this one is doing. And we need it to be updated on the blockchain in real time. So if the house is depreciating, if the roof is falling, if water is disturbing the house, all those things should be updated in real time. So companies like Chainlink, like Centrifuge, Centrifuge, Chainlink, Centrifuge, Nadilia, they are all data producing company. I'll drop their link here. Data producing company that basically helps for transparency on the blockchain. So so that is that in terms of like, so we're going to type of tokenization. We're looking at synthetic tokenization and asset-backed tokenization. Now, for synthetic tokenization is still, the one I'm basically talking about. Sorry, let me go first to asset-backed tokenization. These are basically tokenization that are tied to RWA, which is called reward assets. So like gold, like your house, like your art, like the books, anything that you basically back with a reward asset is what we call an asset-backed token. Now, when we are looking at synthetic tokens, according to the derivation, is that derivative that mimic asset value without actual ownership. And one example of that is USDT or CGN. I don't know if you guys know that Nigeria already has their own stable cryptocurrency. So these are mimicking the real world value of a particular token, of a particular asset. So USDT, for every one USDT outside, is expected that is $1 in the bank. So people like their Goldman Sachs and all of them are in charge like of all of this stuff. But basically, how it works is that for every there's a one-to-one ratio for every USDT out there. So when you see people say, I have USDT, I have USDC, it's expected that there is the equivalent bank. But we have had a lot of legal issues, BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, and that, the numbers of USDT in circulation is not equal to the number of USDT in the bank. We don't know about the data of CGN.
Michael,
yeah.
sorry,
Yes.
Juwon, you're not very audible. Someone said your voice is not very clear.
Again?
Yes, I don't think it's about you not speaking up. I think maybe it's not very clear. I don't know what that exactly means, but yeah, that was what someone mentioned in the group. So
Oh, good, very good. Is this still clear now?
yeah, personally, I can hear you. So if you can hear him, yeah, please can you react? So let's be sure that is not just Read One that is having this issue. If you can hear him clearly, yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
And we have, okay, okay, okay,
Okay, so
okay.
I'm gonna rush through because I've basically been able to I don't know where this noise is coming from.
It's
There's
very,
this
you're
sound.
very audible now. You're very audible now.
Okay. So I'm gonna rush through from here. I'm gonna move it fast so that we can have time for questions. So example of also another reward, it's how Chain Corp is also running the cooperative. So in under the Lagos State Ministry of Commerce, I need to stop reading the chat so I can just focus here. So under the Lagos State Ministry for Commerce and Cooperative, Chain Cooperative has about 21 million shares there. We are basically tokenizing that share and taking it on chain, which means that for every member of the cooperative that need to buy a certain number of shares, they don't have to presently be in Lagos anymore. They could be in any part of the world and then just ask for the token value of that share. So which means that for every share, we're going to bring that has to be equal to the numbers of shares that we have. And then 21 million share on chain is equal to 21 million share in Lagos Ministry for Commerce and Cooperation, that anybody around the world can be part of Chain Corp. And that's basically an image that you're also going to get dividends for every profit that we make if you own any part of our share. And we're basically almost done with our smart contract that. And yeah, so I'm going to move as fast as I can from here. So yes, off-chain, as I said, you have your currency, you have commodity, you have real estate, Chain Corp share, carbon credits, bonds, mutual aid, anything you can think of, everything can be tokenized. Intellectual property. Now, this is what I'm saying. You can now take all of these things, tokenize it into assets, and make it a global trade on the blockchain, which means that I can tokenize it and sell it on any exchange, and people can go there and buy it. And they can get in real time what is happening. Are we making profits? Are we not making profits? So yeah, I'm going to rush. So we also health data. I've explained about health data earlier on how you could tokenize health data, and that has been operating for at least over 2 years now. And it has really been opening up, more opportunities in the health industry. The telemedicine industry, medical institutions can now pay to access, health data. So I can only sell my health data to you if you're making a research to maybe look at how AA people are doing or AS people are doing in Lagos, in Abuja. You don't just go and just pick our data. We now own the data. There's a company called Data Worker that I'm also share their link. They also decide to tokenize your data entirely. In fact, what they are planning is that over time, people are not going to give data to websites and company anymore, because what they are envisioning is that in the next maybe 30 to 40 years, AI will have taken up everything, and then people will not have a job, and the only thing AI will have to live on is data. And at that time, they will have been able to make sure that everybody owns their data, that tech companies around the world like OpenAI will have to buy those data from us. So those guys are able tokenizing, so they have image of people working, and when they are working, it's saving it in the data. When you log into a website, you are not going to just give your cookies or your session out anyhow. You own it. They have to buy it from you. Yeah. So a lot of people have been doing like a good number of stuff when it comes to like and I think I've overflogged this house in tokenization, then tokenization in the music industry. And I'll give an example with this guy, Davido. Now, Davido released his own token one time, and people complain about it being scam. But from Davido's album, Timeless, he made $2 million from the album. And while I was writing this, while I was writing my slides, what just came to my head is that what if Davido have tokenized Timeless album? If you have tokenized Timeless album, let's say the entire Timeless album, he broke it into 1 million share, 1 million music token. That's just for Timeless, decide to break it. And then he sells half of that for 500,000 token. Each of them is going for $5 per one. Davido will have made upfront $2.5 million upfront without even the sales of his album. So at the end of the day, you have made roughly $4.5 million instead of those 2 million. Because you will have gotten the 2 million, you will have made 2.5 million upfront by tokenizing Timeless album. And then for everybody that's holding Timeless album, the more royalty fee you get from it, the more streaming you get from it. That money is still going to them. They begin to like make, and it's just 500 of you there, 500 still. So you still be making money off royalty and streaming stuff. So this is how awesome tokenization could be, and there could be other benefits to it. But this was just a case study on Davido being having the opportunity to tokenize music sales. So yeah, I don't want to like bore you guys up with those benefits. Which platforms have been working, doing a lot of stuff in terms of tokenization? Realty, have an account with them. You could buy like real estate. You could invest in real estate. Company around the world. I think they're also restricted now, legal issues. But yes, before you could like buy $5, $10, $20 worth of any house they list on Realty, and then you could make money off revenue, rental fee, and all of that. Realtor is not. I don't think is fundamental realtor are basically. I don't think Nigerians are allowed, but I know of Realty. You just follow to their KYC and then you put. What else? So yes, sorry, let me go back. Sorry. Yeah, okay. So I think that is that. So yeah, so we're talking about decentralized DeFi protocol that basically integrating reward asset, MakerDAO, Centrifugal. Talk to you guys about Centrifugal. Before I even invested in their tokens when they came out 3-4 years ago on CoinList. So they were like the main guys that really pushed about reward asset entirely. MakerDAO is doing very well on reward assets. Chainlink is not here, but they're also doing well on reward assets too, and they offer yield opportunities, and that's basically interest. And they allow RWAs as collateral for debt loans, which means that if I own a real estate company listed on, company listed on Centrifugal, I can use that as a collateral for loan. Then if I don't pay back that loan, then they pull out my real estate fractionalized token. So in fact, for some other country, where Gold Cash was talking sometimes about, the CEO of Gold Cash was talking sometimes about him being able to use his reward as token. You can go to the bank and then get a loan from the bank, and you just deposit his token with them. And if he doesn't pay, they sell off that token. So other countries are beginning to adopt reward asset. In fact, Central African Republic I do not trust most African leaders. But yeah, this is a good example. Central African Republic actually said they are going to tokenize their natural resources, which means they are all, imagine if every Nigerian has a token of our oil wells in Nigeria. Like we can literally go and buy oil wells token without having to own like a large number of oil, but you can buy like a fraction. So that's what Central African Republic is doing, where they want to tokenize their gold, their oil, their, and P2, like a lot of their natural resources, they want to tokenize. They want everybody in Central African Republic to be able to buy a fraction of their natural resources. So yeah, I talked about catch a lot, and I'm just going to see if I can stop sharing now. Give me a sec. Yeah, and then I'm going to share you guys catched PC. Okay, sorry. Can you guys still hear me properly? I hope so, sure. Can everyone still hear me? Can everyone hear me? This one that I'm not hearing anybody. Okay. Sorry, I'm not always checking the chat. So it's better if you guys just like unmute. If anyone can unmute and let me know. Because the chat was distracting me when I was. So yeah, what was I saying? I touched this video again. Yeah, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes, you can. Loud and clear.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
okay, can you guys see the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, so this is catch.gold. They have like they are based in Singapore, and they have like a gold vault. So they are going to like what they do basically here is to show you a proof that they have this number of gold that you can scan, and you can even call the company in Singapore to confirm is this amount of gold actually in their in their vault, and they can confirm to, so what they do is that they just like they scan it and they post it on their Explorer. Now you can go there and then decide to buy a fraction of this gold. So they have gold worth of about $549,000. If I just have 1 million naira now to buy gold, I can come to this place, give them USDT and they give me a fraction of this gold. And if the value of gold increases, I can come back here again and still sell it and make my profits. Actually, platforms like Votora made it more easy. They also have their own in Switzerland, but they have like a trading platform where you can see order, open order, buy order. But the problem with platform like Votora is that you can't really verify if those gold that they are one of the most popular guys out there. They have like a proper trading platform. But for these guys, I like them because anytime they claim they have gold, you can actually see the picture of the gold. Here, you can see the dates the gold was. There, you can see the safe house in Singapore. They like basically tell you 2nd of February, this is the time they actually, locked the numbers of gold. You can trace the gold if you move from one place. If one of the gold wants to sell it, you can literally just know. So everything is like there for cash. Sorry, so yeah, so this is how cash basically works. Sorry for the background, I had to come here because of you guys say you're not hearing it, so you might be hearing some small background. So yeah, so this is a cash code walk, and so I'll also stop sharing again and move on from here. So yeah, so what is like the success? So elevated return had made over 18 million luxury student housing in the US. So they tokenized the entire most of the schools in here, they tokenize their hostels. So they built several hostels and they tokenize it. That I'm not a student in any of those schools, but I can buy a fraction of that with those hostels. And the money I give to them, they build more hostels. Now, for every student that comes to those schools and then pay for hostel fee, I get a fee from it. And as of last year, they declared total of 18 million in profits after paying all of the investors. Digital Bond also, Society Renewed, made about 40 million private equity. Realtor Network, the one I told you about, too, the same thing that I said, I have an account with them also, but I've never really like used them, but I was just playing around with them when Centrifugal announced partnership with them. Then, as I told you guys, also Central African Republic plans to tokenize their natural resources. Now they are the first country in Africa that totally legalized Bitcoin as as a legal tender. And then though they released their own fake token after Donald Trump released his own token. So they also released their own token, and in less than 24 hours, the token dumped to like 97%. And so I don't really trust them because there have been accusation of them pulling their own token. So I don't trust their leader. But yeah, he said he's going to, after the old backlash, he said they are ready to tokenize Nigeria. I think after, what's in the name of this first country that totally legalized Bitcoin, they are the second country that also did the same thing. So yeah, they are in Africa, they're the only country in Africa that Bitcoin is a legal tender. Unlike Nigeria, that you be arrested, UK is not taken. But yeah, they also plan to tokenize the entire, and they are very rich in gold and oil. So yeah, so that is basically that. So as I said earlier, is that the future for tokenization is the fact that RWAs will be like the big thing. In fact, people are suspecting that it's unlike cryptocurrency that people feel like, oh, it's not backed by anything. It's backed by maybe proof of work, proof of stake, and then whatever algorithm we talk. But for tokens, for tokenization, basically, it's backed by something. That's why one of the most successful crypto projects out there that has like large use case is still USDT. Everybody uses USDT. So the future talk on tokenization is that there will be a time that everything in this world will be tokenized, like totally everything, like your share, everything will be tokenized. There will get to a time that if you have bad head, you can tokenize your back. Yeah, so yeah, and then for what yeah, so for Chain Co-op, as I said, we tokenized our for every other cooperative out there, they are using like you need to come to their office, you need to buy physical share. But we decide to go through the blockchain route, and we totally tokenized it. And I would let me share my screen for the last time. Then we can go for questions. I would like open this, and I don't know why. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I think I can do that. I'm just so not used to Zoom. So as I said earlier, so this is what we've created, and we've been able to tokenize our own asset. Also, we've been able to create a platform that basically allow, we've created more of like the cowrie-wise for cryptocurrency. Like for anybody that's used to cowrie-wise and piggy-best, that's what we created. But we created it on, on operating values and all of that. But it basically just allows you to like save monthly, weekly, daily in crypto. So you can say, okay, I'm receiving maybe 10,000 naira monthly. It's a salary. Can you people help me to convert 5,000 naira of my money into USDT monthly? We could do that for you. You could tell us that we should convert, for 5,000 naira of money into Bitcoin. We could do that for you. We can also allow you to lock those coins for a certain period of time. And so that's basically what we've built. and then we have like big numbers of team working with us, from Eda, from Shegun, lawyer, and Wadlow, financial expert, and devs that have been able to do like quite a number of stuff with us. And then we've been able to partner with Leaks, Hire, and a good number of devs out there. So I think for us, we're the first tokenized version of cooperative presently in Nigeria. In fact, we're the first blockchain-based cooperative in Lagos. So yeah, so that is all for, I don't know if there are questions. And then I will just maybe 5 to 10 minutes like answer questions and I'll be off. So I don't know. So yeah, I don't know if there are questions on Grant. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Juwon, for that wonderful lecture. Yeah, at least I think if I picked one thing, I think I picked the part where you can tokenize anything, including your bald hair. That's a
Just
good one.
imagine if they fractionize your bad head on Binance chain, and then we can buy it.
It would be a very expensive token. It would be a very expensive token. So guys, I think one funny thing I did mention is I've actually known Juwon since school days, and he was part of our team, was part of my team, and Dash Nigeria. We're all teammates then. So he's been in the crypto space for a very, 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 very long time. So if you have any questions regarding the lecture he has given, please indicate by raising your hands or just reacting or something. And yeah, it could be about this lecture. It could be about any other thing that has to do with crypto. Maybe in the previous classes, you're not clear. I'm sure he's capable of answering your questions. So yeah, I see Afiok. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but yeah, Isaac is going to unmute you now. Or I'm going to unmute you now. I'll unmute you now so you can ask your question. So I've unmuted you. You can unmute yourself and then ask your question.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you're very audible.
Okay, hi, good evening. Yes. So it's really not a question, yes. It's just to say thank you for being simplistic enough. But then I think we might need an advanced course on this for to help us navigate through other things as well. And then that would help us pivot to other things. But I think this particular one is given so far is quite simplistic and understandable. But if Candleweb can actually help out with an advanced course for this, probably the same facilitator or a different person, I think I would appreciate that.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, thank you so much for that suggestion. It's actually something we have in mind to have an advanced version of this course. But for this particular one, we intend to is intended for beginners, right? Those that still don't understand the space, or maybe they're just trying to get their feet wet in the space and just understand how it works and all of those things. So this is basically an introductory course, but we're definitely going to have an advanced course and even maybe other courses that will be of value to you guys and every other person that will be applying. So yeah, thank you so much for that suggestion. So I think someone asked the question earlier. I think that was see tokenization done. Yeah, I think he's asking about the process of tokenizing something. I don't know if you touched that in depthly, or maybe he wants to just speak about it further. So Joe, I've unmuted
Yeah,
you. You
yeah.
can unmute yourself.
Okay, because I was trying to unmute myself. So yes, when it comes to like the process at which you can you guys hear me properly? Can you guys
Yes, you're
hear me?
very audible.
Okay, yeah. So when it
Yes,
comes
you're
to the
audible.
process at which you can tokenize yourself or your assets or your children on the blockchain, um, one has to do it. As I said, there are three ways. We might not be able to go into like a practical session of it, but there are three ways basically. You looking at what asset you want to tokenize. So maybe real estate, maybe your picture, maybe anything like NFT are basically fungible tokens. So you need to first get which asset you want first. That's number one. The second thing you need to look at is that what data protocol are we going to use? So when we're talking about data protocol, is that I want to be able to look into your house that is in Ikeja without having to go to the house in Ikeja. Like the gold stuff that I showed you guys today, you could see that the guy snapped the gold. So I want to see, can I get a picture real time of that house if possible? Can I see the depreciating and appreciating value of that house? You know, if we do that entirely, we'll hopefully we'll solve the problem of overvaluation is happening in Lagos State, where somebody will just come and say, this house is worth 9 million. And then you cannot see a track record of how did it get to that level? How do you evaluate this house? So we need to be able to, that's what Chainlink is doing. So there's a platform called Chainlink that basically helps in terms of like data valuation and then real-time updates. So you're expected that you have like Nigeria has not, I don't know if I know we do have, you know, sort of like data, but I don't know how when it comes to like some type of stuff we want to tokenize, how good those data are and how valid they are. But yes, we need to have like a data protocol system that basically shows that, okay, this house collapsed at this time. We renovated it at this time. When we renovated it, people wanted to pay 1.5 million for per month for it. You know, we bought new TV, and then when we bought new TV and repainted it, this happened. So Chainlink basically helps to like validate those things for you. So you have identify your assets. Secondly, get a data protocol to do that. Then thirdly, is now create a token. So how many of this token do you want to create? And then when you do that, you list it on an exchange, you know, on the blockchain, or you create your own. So it's just you creating your token the way you could create any other token out there, you know, on Binance chain, on EVM compatible chain, on, you know, Polygon, Genesis, anything you want to just select the chain you want to create and then just, you know, put it out there. Like gold is listed on Binance. I think they are EVM compatible also. Vortoro to the same thing. So you like, you know, just select the and then, but yeah, the process I could like, you know, in 1 hour I could drop some link where you could watch if you understand a bit of Solidity and JavaScript. You could literally create. I created an bad SD token in like less than 2 hours. So, but yeah, we did not have like a bad head person that we can put on the chain, so it doesn't have any value. But yeah, so you need like a real-time data to validate. But yeah, that's the cool shit. Yeah, you could tokenize your certificate hopefully over time. What is our masters we're carrying around in Nigeria? Maybe over time. But yeah, that's my reply to that. It's very simple. Like, trust me, good debt can tokenize your asset if you have. The problem is that how do people now know that the value of this stuff is actually true? But people like someone like the music industry, like I said, like people like Davido, you know, you see the numbers of streams on Spotify. So we can just echo those data from the numbers of streams on Spotify, on his where iTunes, and then check his royalty, call, you know, record label can make those things public. And then, you know, with that, Davido can stand up tomorrow and say, I want to tokenize and put it on maybe any of the DEX or centralized exchange. And cool. But when it comes to like maybe house, when it comes to like maybe arts, maybe it comes to like certificates, now you need to start looking at which data can we use to back that the certificate is worth anything. You know, who is ready to buy it? But if someone like Tinubu comes out and say he wants to sell his certificate because of he's a well-known person, maybe people can put a value on it. So yeah, so that's basically that. Yeah, for that.
Awesome. Awesome. Does anyone have any other question? If you have any question, um, please just raise your hand or ask in the chat and I'll read it out to John. Also, the attendance sheet has been shared. So yeah, guys, please fill it out. And then just as always, I believe that Juwon's socials have been shared within the post. So be sure to give him a follow. Yeah, he shares wonderful insights on LinkedIn and all of that. So you can give him a follow and then remember to always like tweets and comments. Let us know what you think about this course and what you look forward to the next courses. Yeah, it's a wonderful class. It's a wonderful class. So I think the last class, what Neil did we even agree on that was I know today what somebody was saying you're not on WhatsApp as in okay, okay. Um yeah, I think Isaac, please can you share the link to Azenda so they can join the WhatsApp group. They can join the WhatsApp group. Awesome. Yeah, does anyone have any questions? And have everyone filled out the attendance? Because I think once this class is ended, the link is not going to be there anymore. Okay, awesome. Ramachan, I see you have your hands up. So, Juwon Ramachan has a question. I'll be unmuting her now, and she can ask a question. Yeah, Ramachan, you can unmute yourself.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening. How are you doing? Okay. I'm coming on my channel. I'll meet you again. All right. I believe I've unmuted you, Ramachan. And then June, I've also unmuted you so you could answer her question. Ramachan, you've been unmuted. You can ask your question.
Oh, okay.
Ramachan, I think you muted yourself. Let me unmute Ikechukwu, maybe while you resolve the issue over there. Let him go, then I'll unmute you next. So Ikechukwu, you can unmute yourself and ask a question.
Okay. Can you hear me? Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening. You're audible.
Yeah. Okay. About the tokenizing the bar head. So how can one profit from it? That's the bar head, tokenizing it.
The bar head, right? Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let me see. I don't think okay, Junwa is not here. Junwa is not here. So I think I'll just answer that question before he comes in, before he joins us back. Yes. So your question is what's the value in tokenizing the powered here, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. So there's this popular saying, I think it goes like this. They say value lies where men say it does, right? And what that means is that something is only as valuable as you think it is. I don't know if you get my point. So if for example, yeah, so let's say for example, right, you shave your hair or your beard and then you put it online that you want to sell it, and you say you're selling it for 100,000 naira, right? And then someone comes and prices it 2,000 naira or whatever, and you say you're not selling. If someone eventually comes and buys it from you, that means that the value of that hair that you sold, or the bowed hair, or whatever asset it is, right, automatically is 100,000 naira. I don't know if you get it.
I get it.
Yes, yes. Although when it comes to like launching tokens, right, they do like have like a launching price and all of those things, but which is still the same thing as you fixing a value to whatever it is you want to tokenize.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
I don't know if awesome, awesome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So Ramachan, I'm going to unmute you next, so you can ask your question. Meanwhile, the attendance sheet is up. You guys should fill it out. Naomi, sorry about your network. We'll be sharing the video for this lecture much later on our YouTube. So if you're subscribed, you're definitely going to get a notification about that new video so you can watch it. So if you're not subscribed, just subscribe, and then you'd always get notifications once we upload videos about this lecture or any other lecture, any other important or valuable material that we do share on YouTube. Yeah, Machan, please go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, thank you very much. Good evening once again. My question is, what are the risks associated with investing in tokenized real asset? He mentioned the key benefits of it, but what about the risks?
Yeah, yeah. That's so the thing is this, right? So since it's a real world asset, right? The same way he mentioned I think gold, for example, tokenizing gold, right? So the same risk that is attached to that that particular asset in the real world will still affect it, even though it's now a digital asset, right? Has been tokenized. For example, let's use the gold scenario, right? So let's say, I don't know, I think gold should be about, I think almost 200,000 naira a gram now. I'm not certain. I think around 180 something, 190 something, right? Now, if you should invest, let's say use Votoro, for example, and you buy a gram, and at the point that you bought a gram, right, 1 gram of gold is 192,000 naira. If gold should go down in value, if it should dump and go down in value to, let's say, 180,000 naira, it's still going to affect the digital one that you have. So it's no longer, your digital gold is not going to worth 192 because of the fact that it's digital. No, it's going to worth the value of the real asset because of the fact that that's where it draws its value from. You get, so it's more about making an asset a lot more decentralized and let's say portable, where you don't have to be walking around with, let's say in the case of gold, walking around with gold in your pocket or whatever.
Understand.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Does anyone have any other question? Ikech, you can still see your hand up. I don't know if you have another question or you just haven't dropped your hands. Does anyone have any other questions? And then have everyone filled out the attendance sheets? And yeah, please, if you're not following us on Twitter or LinkedIn, yeah, please do follow us. I think those are the places we're going to be announcing the advanced course that Efyong, is it Efyong or Efyok suggested. Yeah, so we'll be having those information and other information on our socials. And also do let us know what you think about today's course and what you look forward to in the next course. Have everyone filled out the attendance? If you filled it out, please, can you react? Give a thumbs up or any reaction or text or something so we'd know everyone has done that. Awesome. Awesome. Beautiful. Beautiful. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, Azenda, while everyone is reacting to let me know they've signed the attendance sheets, let me take Azenda's question. I don't know what happened to John's network or why it's off. So Azenda, I'm going to be unmuting you. I didn't pronounce your other name, so I don't bring your name.
Good evening.
Good evening. Please, could you do me a favor? Can you pronounce your first name, the one that started with L-O-R? Is it
It's not L-O.
Lohenan?
It's Yohanan, that is I.
Oh, Yohanan. Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. I like the name. Welcome. What's your question?
My question is like, it's not much question. They are talking about the attendance. But let me say, the last class we had, I was on the meeting, but I couldn't sign the attendance. So I don't know. I just feel like I should just ask, is there any way I could fill the last attendance?
That's kind of a difficult one, because it's through the attendance that we're able to tell those that were actually active participants in the class, right? So that's the challenge. But the previous classes, have you been filling out the attendance?
The last one was my first time. So I was being invited by Ramachan. So I joined the last class.
Oh, okay. Got you. Don't worry about it. Just fill out this one. Just fill out this one. Have you filled out the one that's been shared here?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Awesome. So yeah, I see that everyone has filled out the attendance sheets. Thanks everyone for tuning in today. For those who who their network reception wasn't so good, we will be sharing the video for this course, the recording for this course on our YouTube channel. If you're not following us there, give us, is it follow? No, I think it's subscribe. So yeah, do subscribe to our YouTube channel so that once we release any video regarding this course or any other course or maybe any other value that will be passing through as a video, you'll be able to get that notification on all of that. And you could also share with your friends that you feel would value this or would derive value from this. I think the best way for us to move forward, especially as Africans, is for us to be able to share value with other people that will believe that might or will be in need of it. So thank you everyone for joining today's lectures. I'll see you guys on the WhatsApp group, and I look forward to next week's lecture. I think oh sorry Farida. Farida, sorry. Farida, you would did you subscribe? Are you subscribed to our YouTube? Are you subscribed to our YouTube channel, Farida? Okay, awesome. All right. Isaac, please share the WhatsApp link with Aminu. Yeah, Bisola, you're welcome. So yeah, just do that. And then yeah, do fill out the form, and yes, please do react to the post on Twitter and then LinkedIn. I'll see you guys on the WhatsApp group. Enjoy your weekend. I mean, it's not Friday, but I probably wouldn't be speaking to you guys like this tomorrow. So enjoy your weekend. Stay out of trouble. Stay blessed. And let's go. Isaac, please share the WhatsApp with Bello as well. The WhatsApp link with Bello as well, so he can join. You're welcome, Aminu. You're welcome. So I'm just going to still leave this open for a while so that for those who haven't gotten the WhatsApp group link, they can get it. Please, once you get it, just notify, react or something so we know you've gotten it. And we're gonna call it a day. Isaac, please, have you shared the WhatsApp link with them? Let me from here. Oh, shit. Okay. I think it seems Isaac is off as well, since he has a network issue or something. So I'm going to just share the link to the WhatsApp group openly. I can share it to each and every one of you directly. So I'll just share it. Just join, and then we'll approve you, or one of the other admins will have you approved. Just give me a minute. Yeah, I'll be sharing the link now. And then I just want to ask just a general question. How much do you guys know about AI? On a scale of 1 to 5, can you just share in the text, in the message section, on a scale of 1 to 5, how much knowledge of AI is? I'm curious. Mm. Some people here have pride. Candleweb said on a scale of 1 to 5, his knowledge base is 11, and my chance said 10. And I said on a scale of 1 to 5. That's wonderful. At least it's a good thing we have a lot of very knowledgeable people about AI. Safian, are you still around? I don't know if you're still here. Well, Amino said 5. Awesome. 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 Oluwatosin, I think I pronounced that correctly. Oh, no, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. I got the points. It's fine on my channel. So I've shared the link. I think I just shared the link. So for those that are not in the WhatsApp group, yeah, that's the group link. Join, and one of the admins would have you approved. So yeah, thank you everyone once again for tuning in to today's lecture and following and participating on all of that. I hope to see you all next week. And yeah, take care. Stay blessed.
All right, thanks everyone. Take care of yourself, and see you guys in the WhatsApp lab. Stay safe. And also, yeah, vote in the poll. We do have a poll up. We're planning some practical classes for you. I don't know if David mentioned that because my network kind of kicked me out for some minutes. We're planning some practical classes. We taught you guys about crypto exchanges in the last class, and would like to give you some practicals and show you around so you understand the interface. When I started using exchanges like Binance, it was very confusing for me. I made a lot of mistakes, and I just learned on my own. I didn't really go around looking for resources. So we're trying to make sure that much as we teach you the theories, you should also be able to understand the practicals and be able to navigate it by yourself after the class. So just vote in the poll, and by the time you have the vote completed, we would introduce you to the course and tell you how to go about it. So thank you guys. Have an amazing night and take care of yourself. See you in the
Isaac,
chat.
please don't end it yet. Let me share.
Good
Or
night,
easy,
David.
easy trend. Yeah, good night, Isaac. Easy trend. I'm going to share the link to the YouTube on the WhatsApp group right now. so everyone can get it. Yeah, just subscribe and you'll be able to follow with all of that. Yeah, good night, everyone. Good night, Isaac. See you guys in the chat.